sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Handler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lindsay. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Broncos.
This time Taylor will throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he'll find Hall. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4. They're going for it. This is Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Taylor. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Taylor to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. Evades him at the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
He may try and run for the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyrod Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with... coaches, and they use the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
With Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. This is Hamler on the receiving end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Lindsey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down, Kaepernick. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Good.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
The Broncos first down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. They'll find Lindsey here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Broncos.
On first down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
On the throwaway.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Going deep here for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
29-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Kaepernick now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. On first down, it's Harris. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And this is caught by Watkins for a Patriots touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go again with Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
40-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now it's Taylor.
Denver.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw again is Taylor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, Oftentimes, it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 16 yards, a first down.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards.
He's going to keep it again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 37.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down.
He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case,
oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. To throw is Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Kaepernick's pass intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run by Lindsey, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
And it's third down.
On third down, here's Lindsey, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.